Hey everyone, my name is Liz and I'm a naturalist for Preservation Parks of Delaware County. Today, I'm surrounded by plants. These aren't just any plants though, they're native.
So, what is a native plant? A native plant is one that is indigenous to a given geographic area, in this case, Ohio. These plants occur naturally and have existed in Ohio for many, many years. They have co-evolved with the climate as well as the local wildlife. This means that these Ohio hardy plants have a vital role in creating habitat and supporting biodiversity. Because natives are so important, I wanted to add some to my current succulent garden. As of now, I only have one native plant in this garden. Believe it or not, it's this cactus. This is called a prickly pear, and it is the only cactus species native to Ohio. Covered in large and tiny hair-like thorns, this plant can really pack a punch. However, the magnificent blooms and benefits to bees as a nectar source outweigh the occasional unpleasant encounter when weeding.
There are hundreds of natives to choose from, all at different sizes, shapes, textures, bloom times, colors, soil and sun requirements. So this is where you need to do some research. You have to pick a site and figure out what you want. After I evaluated my site, I went to Natives in Harmony, an amazing plant nursery, to purchase my Ohio genetic natives. They have a great variety and the owner is always willing to help. Now I'm going to go over 4 of the different types of native plants that I have chosen for my site. There was a couple of things that I had in mind when I was looking for plants. I didn't really want anything very tall, max of 3 feet. I needed to make sure that the plants could handle being in full sun to part shade, and I needed to make sure that they could handle well-drained and somewhat sandy soil conditions. I had added some sand to that soil when I had planted my succulents, sedums, and cactus. The first plant I decided to add to my garden is called blue-eyed grass. This small little flower is hardy and blooms in May and June. It's rabbit resistant and it's a really good pollinator plant. Bees love the flowers. The second plant I got is very popular, the black-eyed Susan. These plants have a wonderful yellow flower that provides seeds for birds like finches. The next plant I got for the garden is Sweet Everlasting. This petite white little flower blooms in July, August, and September. It is also deer resistant and it's the host plant to the American lady butterfly. The last plant that I purchased was butterfly weed. And if you know me, you know that I'm kind of a monarch enthusiast. So I definitely wanted to have this host plant in my garden. But it doesn't just help monarchs. There's a lot of other insects that depend on this plant. These brightly colored critters are only a few of the different types of species that have a relationship with milkweed. Now that my 4 native plants are in the ground, my garden has a lot more potential for biodiversity. Although it doesn't look very different, over the next couple years, the new plants will fill in the space. So now all I have to do is water them for the first year and be a little patient. It's actually really exciting to see how this garden is going to evolve over time. I want to thank you so much for listening to this video and for wanting to put natives in your own backyard. It's the most eco-friendly thing you can do, and it's something that we can all participate in. Just a little part, maybe getting rid of some grass or just adding it to a current garden, can make a really big difference.